اوكي، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. معكم محمد الغامدي وانا بتكلم عن should startups focus on profitability. اول شيء اعتذر، ممكن الصوت يكون واضح ولا مو واضح، ممكن يخفض ولا ما يخفض. بصراحة انا اول مرة اسوي تسجيل شاشة. عموما نبدأ. I find it amusing when a people talk about permanent startup and confidently explain they are not profit. They are not profitable. There is a healthy tension between profits and growth. To grow faster, businesses need resources in today's financial period to fund growth that may not come for 6 months to a year. The most obvious way to explain this is with salespeople. Imagine with me if you hire 6 sales reps in January and $120,000 per year salary, then you have taken on extra $60,000 per month in costs, yet these salespeople might not close new businesses for 4 to 6 months. Who knows? So your Question 1 results will be, your first quarter results will be $180,000 less profitable than if you hadn't hired. I know this seems obvious, but I promise you that even smart people forget this when talking about profitability. Hiring people, hiring more people would help. Hiring more people isn't always the right answer. You have to understand whether they are likely to yield revenue growth in the near term, or whether you have access to cheap enough capital to fund your losses until your investments pay off. You need to understand the profit. When I look at an income statement, also called a profit and loss statement, I start by focusing on the revenue line. One thing that should matter to all people trying to understand the performance of a company is whether they have revenue growth. I always remind this to journalists who ask me about public stocks. If you had two companies, each with $100 million in earnings profits, they might have vastly different prospects for the future. One company might be growing its revenue at 50% per year, and the other might be growing at 5% per year. Assuming they both had the same net profit margins, which are profit over revenue, then the former company would be much better off at the end of the year. Investors value growth. Why? The value of a company is the expected value of all future cash flows discounted back to today's dollar. Because, as you know, a dollar next year is worth less than a dollar today. And a company that is growing more quickly is more likely to yield better overall profits in the future. So, for a start, when you want to evaluate companies, you want to evaluate growth. Looking at earnings alone across two companies won't tell you the picture of the different prospects. Conclusion. The market today has shifted than it was before, where the people were only valuing big companies and names in the market and just become slaves for buying products or services from them, whether the quality is good or bad. So now big names isn't the only thing in the market. If you go see some of the big companies' profit curve per year and compare them with startup profit curve, you will see that profitability is above expansion. Thank you.